Hello, everyone, and welcome back here to Wildcat Stadium. Here we got the second game of our doubleheader. We've got the Springford Rams against the Boyertown Bears here at the for the PAC championships. Here, the boys had an unfortunate loss before, but hopefully the girls will be able to take this trophy here, and we'll get one of two to take home.
Yeah, much like the earlier game where the Springford was matched up against Boyertown, we had the same instance here for this girls' finale. Boyertown comes into this game as certainly the favorite. They're 18-1, ranked number 3 in District 1. Certainly has played phenomenal soccer all year. Springford is coming in with a 15-4 mark, and they're ranked number 10. They're the 10th ranked team in the District 1. And something's got to give tonight. Springford last won the champ. They have their 3-time champ. Last one in 2016, and Boyertown's going to be looking for their 5th championship. And last time they won it was 2015. So hopefully Springford can play a good team a game tonight and give Boyertown their second loss of the year.
Yeah, Springford knows what they're doing. They've been here a lot. They've been here 6 straight years in the Final Four before, so they definitely know what to do once they get here. So
Yeah, they certainly have a lot of experience. Some of these girls have been playing from their sophomore year. Ella Curry, she has this is her 4th year up at the varsity level. Certainly one of the leaders out there, number 36 for Springford, and looking for hopefully a good offensive punch for her. And I think key to this game is I think Springford just needs to play good, solid soccer, play their style. Don't get caught up on what Boyertown's doing, and just hopefully control this pace of play. Springford needs to control the ball. Don't let Boyertown get into this game and get too many runs on them offensively, because Boyertown can really score.
yeah, definitely. It's just like with the boys. You just want to be patient and just wait for your opportunity. You don't want to get too aggressive and make a mistake.
Yeah, so in the semifinal games on Tuesday, Boyertown got here by beating Upper Perk 4-0, and Springford played a real good game against a quality Pottsgrove team and was able to come out with a shutout and a 2-0 victory to set up this finale tonight here at Wildcat Stadium.
Yeah, Riley Wallace, the goalkeeper for Springford, had a very good game. Another shutout for her. She made some great saves and kept that team in the game.
Yeah, certainly solid back there. Has been solid all year back there for Springford, and hopefully she can keep that going here. The junior has a real solid year for Springford, as Springford takes the ball possession here as they try to change directions of the field, cross it, and are looking to make a run here, and that is intercepted by number 8 for Boyertown, Emma Elwell, and it'll be a Springford throw-in coming up here. And I think it's going to be some pregame jitters here from both of these teams. They're both excited. Again, I think the wind's going to be a factor. Very chilly night here at Wildcat Stadium. I know our camera crew up on the stands here is quite chilly, but doing an excellent job for us here at RCTV to bring us this PAC final championship.
Yeah, they've been out there in 13-mile-an-hour winds ever since the start of that boys' game. It's got to be tough, but they're pushing through.
Yeah, I don't think they have a choice.
Yeah.
We need them out there as Boyertown's looking to transition, get a solid play there from the Rams defender. Good job there by Curry. She brings it back, looking for open space, and sends it up on the side, and unfortunately is not able to connect with her teammate on the opposite side. One thing I do notice, John, I don't know if it's to you, but the girls' numbers on her back are just slightly smaller than the boys' numbers, and it's real tough to see once they get over to that opposite side of the field for me. Hopefully we'll be able to get used to their positions here and bring you some of their names as they are playing.
Yeah, I can see that numbers are a little bit smaller, but hopefully we'll be able to read them.
Springford's awarded with another free kick.
Caitlin Norwood kicks it. There's Hope Flanagan. Tries to get it deep, but she can't.
And again, this Boyertown team's opportunistic. They play a similar style to the boys' team. They're very solid defensively, and they know how to transition the field real fast and get some runs, offensive chances created on a quick transition from defense to offense. As you can see here, they're pushing it up. Nice job on the side there by Emily Higgins, push that one wide and have the Boyertown player make the mistake. And that's what you want to see. You want to see that pressure. Springford loves to pressure the ball, and you can see that's what they're doing here early on.
Seems like it's a lot of back and forth between both teams. No team's gotten really a lot of time of possession here in these first 4 minutes of the game.
Yeah, just, they're trying to feel each other out, see what the opponent wants to do against them. And they're both at this point, you just don't want to make a mistake. As there's a header on net, and that is a great save by Riley Wallace. Man, good ball in there from Boyertown to be able to create that scoring chance early on.
That's great awareness there by Riley. She was ready for it. It was that headed off the head, so it's kind of hard to read there, but she made a good read and made the save.
Yeah, as that ball's traveling in, it looks harmless in Boyertown. I couldn't see who got the head on that one, but boy, turned it into a real big scoring chance for Boyertown. And Riley Wallace back there is up for the task as she's been all year long. Great save.
Here's Grace Sharkey with the ball. Hope trying to get that ball back.
Yeah, good battle there by Hope to get that away. You could see, it was tough for her to have. She didn't really have a good angle on that ball, but she was able to use her body and kind of lean into the defender and be able to steer that ball wide. Good play by her. A little give and go for Ella Curry. Now it's back to her. She's looking to send it up and get number 9 Allison McVeigh on a little bit of a run. And again, that solid Boyertown defense. Number 14 is there. Michaela Moyer, junior for Boyertown, just kicks it out of bounds. And we saw that earlier from Boyertown, the boys. And, I think Boyertown has the same philosophy. Don't let any runs. Don't give up any opportunities. As there's a nice cross in there. Oh.
Katie Seitz trying to put it away. Oh, out in front. Oh.
Oh, Curry hits nice. And there's a left foot. Oh, just wide.
Just missed the post.
And they're rolling that tipped off Boyertown, so it'll be a set piece here for Springford. And that was Catherine Seitz on that shot, junior. Boy, she had a nice left foot, and she was looking for that far side, and unfortunately just went wide for her.
Yeah, on that initial shot, you could see Katie Seitz tried to get out of the way, but she actually got in the way of the shot, which was very unfortunate. But good corner here. Out in front. Ooh. Kick it away. It's Molly Thomas.
That's going to be a throw in Springford, I believe. No, Allison was trying to make a nice move down there to create something offensively. She was unable to get around the Boyertown defender. This will be a throw in Springford as Grace Sharkey's going to play it in and play it up to Allison McVeigh. Nice turn on that ball. Unfortunately, not able to keep that one in with her head. Good effort there by Allison.
Here's Grace Sharkey ready to throw it in.
Oh. And ref signals her to get back. She was creeping up a little bit too far.
Yeah, came up a little bit too close.
Oh, good pass into Curry. Oh, tries to tap it ahead.
Seitz.
Oh, boy, we had a bad angle on that. It looked like she was going to be able to get free on that one as Allison McVeigh is battling here. Good job for number 21 to step up. Hope Flanagan. There's Springford's looking to get a shot on goal, and they just couldn't. And that sequence of events as Boyertown really tightened down defensively.
Hope Flanagan tries to spring Allison McVeigh just a little bit too far.
Boy, I love the intensity that Springford's bringing early on offensively. They're really putting the pressure on Boyertown.
Yeah, especially in these last 3 minutes. They've really put on the pressure here on Boyertown, getting some real good chances here.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they want to do. They want to get up early. This Boyertown team, again, they're coming in here 18-1. You don't want to be playing behind if you're Springford at this moment. You want to give it everything you have to get that early lead.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to be trailing and coming from behind. Here's Boyertown ready for the throw-in.
Ella Curry's able to sidestep her person. She kicks it ahead to Sights, trying to make a run.
Ooh, just can't get to it.
Good job there by the Boyertown defender, Morgan Klein. Kick that wide and end any type of rush that, any type of momentum that Springford had. Good cross.
Oh, just a little too high for Katie Sights there to head that one in.
Yeah, good look by McVeigh to see her streaking in there, but they unfortunately were not able to connect. And you can see how quickly Boyertown was looking to transition there and maybe spring one of their players, but Springford was able to get back into position and end that rush from Boyertown.
Here's Boyertown getting it deep.
And that'll be Boyertown's first corner of the game. Springford has one so far. Boyertown will have their first one as who was that? Emma Beidler did good work on the sideline. And number 14, Michaela Moyler, will take this corner kick for Boyertown. Yeah, and Springford needs to just match up, watch the streakers coming in from the backside is what Boyertown likes to do. As this is a decent ball. Ooh, off of Rams. Oh, my.
What a save.
Riley Wallace. Wow, what a game-saving, goal-saving save, obviously. But, man, that was amazing. She left her feet, and great awareness for her to get back and get that one. That was a real good kick there by Michaela Moyer, and it looked like it surprised the Springford defender. She wasn't even looking to hit her in the side of the head, and it was just there for the taking. And Riley Wallace was there and just shut the door with a phenomenal save early in this first half.
Yeah, that's two great saves for Riley here. She's really bailing out this defense right now.
Yeah, Boyertown had two marvelous chances, and if it wasn't for Wallace, it could be 2-0 real early in this championship game.
Grace Sharkey tried to keep that in, but she couldn't. Boyertown throwing.
Yeah, unfortunate there, but good hustle by Sharkey. You can see that, relentless attitude, the fire and the desire to do well here. I like the spirit that Springford's given tonight. They gave up two good chances to Boyertown, but other than that, they've been controlling this pace of play.
Here's McVeigh. Tried to make a move. Goes out. Another Boyertown throw in.
Yeah, Allison McVeigh, she's been, her and Curry have been heavily involved here. The ball's been staying on their side, the right side of the field. And they've been creating a lot of chances. That one goes out of bounds. It'll be a Springford throw in.
Tried to get it to McVeigh. Just a little short. Here's Hope Flanagan. Gets it up. Here's Mila Thomas's shot. Ooh. Saved by the goalie. Good save.
Yeah, I was out behind the 18-meter mark, but, hey, you got to get shots on goal at this point in time. The goalie hasn't been challenged at all yet for Boyertown, and, Springford's first shot on goal of the evening.
Uh-oh.
Oh. Anxious moments.
Good defensive play there.
Boyertown, this is going to be, I don't know what he ruled. I couldn't see what he signaled either. I think it's going to be a throw-in for Boyertown. Anxious moments for sure.
Emma Elwell down there for Boyertown to throw it in. Was it high? It's headed. Springford able to... Nope, not able to get it out. Trying to head it out of there. It's kicked back in. Riley will get it.
All right, good job there by Springford to be able to pack it in defensively and not allow any chances for Boyertown. Um, and they just got to continue to be solid down there, support one another. As you could see in that sequence of events, Springford did a really nice job defensively.
Yeah, really good job of just staying strong and not giving up there, getting the ball out. Here's McVeigh coming up the sideline, going back to the middle. Gives it to Molly Thomas. She gets it stolen from her.
Yeah, McVeigh, that time on that sequence of events, she's been pushing it to the outside. Hasn't had much luck trying to go to the outside. This time she took a little bit different direction, tried to go to the inside to be a little bit more creative. And unfortunately, she was unable to create as Boyertown was up for the challenge defensively.
Here's Grace Sharkey to throw it in.
Chooses to play it back.
Katie Seitz.
Ooh, going to call a handball there. All the Boyertown players put their hands up as well as the players on the bench. It was an obvious call.
Headed there by Caitlin Norwood, and then she just kicks it out as it comes back to her. Emma Elwell ready to throw it in again. Here's McVeigh keeping it in. A little bicycle kick.
Good effort by McVeigh to keep that ball in.
Here's Molly Thomas with the ball. Gives it to McVeigh on the sideline. Good
nice
move. Getting shoved a little bit. Ooh, just kicks it out.
Oh, good try to McVeigh. Try to turn that corner. Either you want to try to cross that one or try to hit it off a Boyertown defender to get that corner kick, but she was unfortunately wasn't able to work that. But good relentless effort by her on the outside on that run.
Yeah, just a little off balance. Couldn't hit the ball right. Here's Katie Seitz with the ball now. Gives it to Molly Thomas. Here's Springford coming up. Here's McVeigh. Ooh. Boyertown ball.
Yeah, Hope hesitated that a little bit, and Allison McVeigh carried up the field a little bit and was off sides and stopped the play there.
Headed there by Hope Flanagan out of bounds. Boyertown throw in.
Yeah, Springford's doing a real nice job trying to get some runs, get some players free on the outside. Unfortunately, they haven't been able to connect on any of these crosses, but if they keep playing like this, hopefully they'll get a chance to get one on goal and strike first in this championship game.
Yeah, I love their intensity that they're playing with this game. Just keep putting the pressure on Boyertown, getting those shots, getting those chances. Ball really hasn't been in their zone that much, except for those two chances by Boyertown that Riley Wallace made great saves on.
Yeah, so far Riley Wallace come up with the two biggest plays of this game as they're looking to make a run here for Emily Higgins. Now switch sides with Allison McVeigh. Allison McVeigh went on the other side, and Allie Higgins is on this side, trying to change things up for Springford.
Here's McVeigh. Ooh.
There she is.
Oh, just a little bit wide. Missed the post by maybe a foot.
Oh, good run there by McVeigh. Ball seems to find her. The ball's been on the right side this whole time as Allison was playing on this right side, and then she's flip-flopped with Higgins, and now the ball finds her on the opposite side. She has an opportunity for Springford, but unfortunately she had the defender was pretty much right in her hip pocket, and she was unable to get an accurate shot on goal.
Here's Springford with the ball. Ooh.
There's a quick play, hopefully catch Boyertown off guard, and that ball is centered, and it'll be easily cleared here by Boyertown. Number 8 just kicks it out of bounds for Boyertown. Emma Elwell for Boyertown just to kind of end that any type of momentum. But you saw there, Springford really wanted to catch him off guard and maybe sleeping a little bit, but Boyertown was able to react quick enough.
Ooh. Tried to cross, but nobody home there. Katie Seiss is a little bit too far out for it.
Yeah, right idea. And, we talked earlier in that first game where the wind is a factor with these balls that are crossing these high goal kicks. It's really tough to judge. This wind is howling. It's settled down a little bit since the first game, but certainly is a factor tonight.
Yeah, it's almost a redirect into the goal there.
Yeah, good left foot by Boyertown on that cross. Just steered it wide and high, but man, what an opportunity to Boyertown to get on the scoreboard first as we're halfway through this first half of this championship finale with Springford and Boyertown.
Yeah, Riley had no chance on that if that one was on net. It was just one of those bang plays where you have no reaction time.
Came up big twice. It would have been real tough to come up with that save.
Grace Sharkey tries to get it to Higgins. A little too far out in front. Higgins working the defender and makes her push it out. Good play by Higgins.
Yeah, good pressure there by Higgins. Sometimes you don't necessarily have to get the ball to make a good play. The pressure was there, and you forced Boyertown into a mistake, and now you gain possession. And unfortunately, that was headed out of bounds.
Nothing Higgins could do to keep that one in.
Yeah, so it's just good pressure play, and that's what coach wants to see. And at this part is just them playing hard and forcing Boyertown into mistakes, and hopefully be able to capitalize on one here in the early going.
Yeah. There's McVeigh trying to get the ball, and she. Ooh. Oh. They call a penalty on Boyertown.
Much to the dismay of the Boyertown bench, you can hear a lot of yelling on every call. You can see that the intensity here has really picked up as you would expect it to be in a final game in the PAC against two teams that are very familiar with one another, having played each other throughout the season, and Springford's looking to capitalize and get their 4th title. Then there's a shot on goal. Yeah, not much of a chance on there, but sometimes you just got to get those shots on goal. Maybe takes a bad hop, skips a little bit, and the goalie misplays one.
Yeah, that's all you can do. You can start to hear the crowd get into it a little bit here. Getting a little antsy. Boyertown coming up.
Coover with a shot.
Save,
Riley. Great job. Again, Wallace is in there. Quick transition. She's in the correct position, able to get her hands on that one. Coover for Boyertown was in the clear and had a good look at the net. And unfortunately here, Boyertown seems to be getting some good chances, but Riley Wallace is really up to the task and made some very big time saves here in this first half for Springford.
Yeah, she really has. She's really bailed out that defense quite a couple times now. Here's number 19 for Boyertown, just running all out.
Yeah, again, Boyertown just playing that patient style of soccer, and before you know it, if you're not paying attention, they can flip the field in a hurry and get an odd man rush and get that run. As we saw there was an opportunity, but good defense on the Springford and not allowing a shot on that possession for Boyertown. Yeah, a couple anxious moments for Springford down in their defensive end, and so far we'd have to say Riley Wallace has been the difference in this game, keeping it knotted at zeros here with a little over 16 minutes left to play.
Yeah, she really has. She's She's very aware of where she needs to be and where the ball's going to be. So she's been a key factor in this game. Definitely, Springford wouldn't be in this game without her.
Hey Wilson, it's Mickey McDaniel. Harper's was back, and one of the players, Delon,
Boyertown trying to spring someone, but they can't, so Riley has the ball. Picks it up.
Yeah, she's really calm and poised back there. You can tell she really plays her position well, understands the game, and again, Springford's lucky to have her back there. Like we said, this could be this game could already be out of reach if it wasn't for her clutch saves in this first half.
Here's Grace Sharkey on the throw-in.
Ooh.
Grace Sharkey with a good head out of bounds, though. Boyertown throw-in. Courtney Actis with the throw-in for Boyertown. Good keep there for Springford. Here's Hope Flanagan. Here's McVeigh with the ball now. Flanagan gets it back.
Yeah, Springford's just, working the ball. You can see they like to play the ball to open space, maybe create some opportunities, like to flip the field too. They like to switch sides of the field. We have sights in there for an opportunity. Oh, left foot, and that's snuffed out by one of the Boyertown defenders. Real nice play inside by Boyertown.
Yeah, good play. Good play to put the body on the ball, make that shot not get on net.
Real good play there by Springford, playing good team offense. You can see they didn't have it on the right side. They like to reverse the field, go into the open areas, and it created a chance for sights in close. But Boyertown was up to the task and snuffed that shot out.
Boyertown with the throw-in.
Seems like really Boyertown has settled in defensively after early on Springford was controlling the tempo of the game, but Boyertown seemed to have really settled into their game and kind of locked it down a little bit defensively here. Springford again just trying to control it, maybe sneak one in on the back door, make a run on one of the sidelines. But again, Boyertown is just a real solid team. We see some physical play in the middle by Coover for Boyertown, number 22 streaking up here. But that is thwarted back there by number 7, Caitlin Norwood. It was a good job of breaking that rush up. And we're going to see a foul called on Springford in the middle. And I believe that call was on Hope Flanagan. And Boyertown will get direct kick here.
Here's Michaela Moyer ready to kick it. Tries to spring. Student section here for Boyertown really starting to get really rowdy.
Coming into the game for Boyertown, number 12, Kaylee Madden.
Quick substitution here for Boyertown. Kaylee Mattis subbing in. Good passing here by Springford.
Yeah, Boyertown's just real solid on their back end. Again, they're coming into this game with an 18-1 record, ranked 3rd in the district, and they don't give up much on their defensive end. They're incredibly solid all the way through. In this game, and Springford's just having a hard time trying to crack it, especially now that Boyertown has settled in defensively. Springford does have their work cut out for them against this Boyertown team.
Yeah, yes they do.
As Allison McVeigh has tried, that one kind of hopped up on her, just, trying to dump it in on goal, was trying to create something there, but the keeper for Boyertown was easily picks that one up.
Down deep in the corner. Goes out, and they say it's Boyertown's ball.
This will be Boyertown's second corner kick of the game, with an opportunity to take the lead. And this is where, again, Springford just needs to batch up. They got to look for that streaker coming in the backside, and just, last one, they had that corner hit off the Springford Rams defense, one of their defense person standing right in the crease, and the goalkeeper Riley Wallace was able to get it. This one sent in. Wallace gets a hand on it, gets banged around inside, and Springford is able to clear. Nice job by the Rams.
Here's O'Flanagan putting pressure on. Katie Seitz with the ball now. Trying to spring it forward, but the Boyertown goalkeeper will pick it up.
Right idea from Ella Curry. A little bit too heavy. Needed to get that one a little bit wider out to McVeigh, who was trying to make a run. But good idea there. They were looking to flip the field real fast, maybe catch Boyertown sleeping, but they were unable to connect on that play.
Here's Boyertown. Stolen by Springford.
Good play by Clancy on that play. She was able to hold her ground. There's a shot, and that will be wide. Good job by Clancy on that play. She was able to just keep her position, didn't panic, didn't step in where she could get caught on a move by the Boyertown Bear. And, that's what you want. You want to hold your position. Don't give them a chance to make a move around you. It was a good play by Clancy.
Boyertown with the ball, trying to spring it forward. Blocked off by Springford, and it goes out. Boyertown throw in. Here's Katie Seitz with the ball now. Trying to spring it forward. There's Molly Thomas with the ball. Gives it to McVeigh, who tries to give it back to Katie Seitz. Oh, and she's hit from behind. No call.
Oh, no call. Well, if anything, it did occur outside the box. So we saw something different up here in the press box as the ref saw down there. It looked like she was taken down from behind. Would have been a free kick outside the box, but nonetheless, there's no call, and I think Springford could have really benefited from a call right there.
Yeah. Here's Springford trying to spring it forward, but the goalkeeper for Boyertown will pick it up and get ready to throw it.
Yeah, they keep looking for McVeigh over in that left side. Earlier, when she was playing on the right side, Springford had a lot of opportunities. And now you can see where they want to go with the ball when they're transition. They want to cross that ball all the way over to McVeigh. She's a playmaker on that left side, and they're trying to force the ball maybe a little bit too much, and are unable to connect. Oof.
Here's Springford trying to get it back in the offensive zone. Boyertown hits it away. Starting to be a little bit of a physical game here, as you can see. Oh. And they call that on Springford.
Looked like some good physical play there. Unfortunately, Wellington was called pushing off maybe just a little bit, maybe raised her arm a little bit. From our vantage point, it looked like just two girls, being a little bit physical at the point of attack, trying to get after the ball. But unfortunately, Wellington was called for the foul there. It'll be a free kick for Boyertown.
Here's a couple people checking in for Springford.
Entering the game for Springford, number 16, Mac O'Connor.
We have Mackenzie O'Connor checking in.
Caitlin Mule.
Caitlin Mule is also checking in.
Number 43.
And
Entering the game for
43.
Boyertown, number 27, Madison Connick.
And for Boyertown, Madison Connick is checking in.
Number 43, who entered for Springford, is Vania Mokanchu.
All right, so our first substitutions of the game with 6 minutes left here in the first half. Give them a breather before halftime. Maybe looking for some fresher legs to start the second half for Springford. You know, bringing 3 girls in. Maybe change it up a little bit. Offensively, Springford's been a little stale here in the second half. In the winding moments of this first half there, they controlled the pace of play early on, and now I would say we have to give the advantage to Boyertown, as Springford really just can't connect and move it up into their offensive zone as freely as they did early on in this game.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Springford had all control of this game in the first 10 minutes of this half, and now it seems that the offensive has just staled. They can't get it in. They can't really get any opportunities. It's just they dump it deep, and then Boyertown just hits it right out.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, Boyertown's solid. You don't get to 18-1 for, being a bad team. Springford they just got to continue to play their game, reverse the field. If they don't have nothing, kick it back to their defenders and start over again. And Springford, is just looking to create some opportunities, maybe get a shot on goal, and who knows, maybe get one in and take a lead going into halftime.
I just called you. The bus driver does have the keys. He just got
Boyertown with the ball now at midfield.
he'll come by the school.
Molly Thomas trying to put the pressure on. Good move by Boyertown.
Come to the school, grab it to school.
Molly Thomas.
Okay.
Yeah,
That
good
ball
job
goes
by
out.
Springford defensively there, standing up at the line. Again, Boyertown has the momentum moving that direction, but Springford defender held her ground, didn't dive in, kept the ball, and the offensive player in front of her was able to stop that rush by the Boyertown Bears.
Yeah, definitely good poise by Springford on defense there. Good job at sticking with the ball, not getting faked out by the moves. Here's Springford with the ball now in their zone, trying to get it out.
Good job by Ella Curry. She was surrounded by 3 Boyertown players, able
Checking
to kick it
into the
off of
game
the
for
defender and get Springford to throw
Number
in.
23.
Good move.
Emily Higgins.
Emily Higgins is now back in after a short out, and Allison McVeigh, who really was all the offense for Springford. Her and Sights connecting on a couple of opportunities and working hard up on the front line for Springford. Though looking to take a breather here. That way they'll be ready to go. Get an extended break going into halftime.
Yeah, here in the final 3 minutes and 8 seconds here in this first half. Still a 0-0 game, nice and tight. A little bit physical.
Good work over there. Ella Curry able to break that out and have Springford break out from Boyertown as it kicked up the sideline to, I believe that is Higgins. Ooh, looking for a streaking number 43. A little bit too heavy on the give and go on the far side by Springford.
Throw in here for Boyertown. Kept in by Springford. Throw in here. That's Raven Wellington throwing it in.
Springford get another opportunity. It's a good opportunity here. Less than 2 minutes to play in the first half. Springford's looking to, get on the board here. Be a good time to get a goal late in the first half. Keep the momentum, get the momentum on their side as Boyertown's breaking out. Nice job there,
Good
stepping
move
up.
there.
That's Hope Flanagan again, playing a real good game, solid defensively in that midfield for Springford.
Wellington tried to get it deep, but she couldn't. Ooh.
Wellington's got the call there. You can see it looked like the inadvertent. The Boyertown player stepped on her foot and knocked her down, and then once Boyertown got to the advantage, the referee blew it for the foul.
Wellington ready to kick it. Putting the pressure on. Boyertown just kicks it out of bounds.
It's going to be a corner for Springford. That'll be their second corner of the game. That was a mistake there by the Boyertown defender. She had a chance to kick it on the sideline just to give Springford a throw-in, but now this will be a corner kick with less than a minute in the first half.
Molly Thomas with the kick. Ooh. Tried to head it in, but she couldn't. Boyertown goalkeeper's just going to boot it down. 30 seconds left in this first half. Caitlin Norwood just trying to play that ball away.
Offsides.
Offsides on Boyertown. Springford will get the ball. 15 seconds left.
Yeah, that ball took from that goal kick. The goalie punting it out of there. It took anxious moments there for Norwood, who maybe the ball hung up there in the wind a little bit too much, but big run there could have been trouble for Springford, but
And that'll do it
Caitlin
for the
Norwood kept her
first half
composure
play
and was
here
able
at
to stop
Wildcat
that.
Stadium.
And that'll do it here for this first half here at Wildcat Stadium. Still 0-0 game, nice and tight here between Springford and Boyertown. We'll see you after the half.
Open for your dining delights. And also, as always, the wonderful, the amazing Dallas Fries.
Operation Wonder Park is a go!
There's nothing more powerful than imagination.
Honey, have you seen my cell phone?
But don't just imagine.
My park came to life?
Ooh, a plot twist.
Use STEM to build, create,
She did it.
and change the world.
Who's with me?
I'm more of a 2 feet on the ground kind of guy. It's gonna hurt tomorrow.
If she can STEM, so can you. Find out more at She Can STEM.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back here for the second half of this PAC Championships here at Wildcat Stadium. We got the Springfield Rams against the Boyertown Bears in a tight matchup here, 0-0. Nice physical matchup. Both teams had their moments in both zones. Both teams had a lot of chances. A key player for Springfield was Riley Wallace in net. She made a lot of great plays, and definitely Springfield would not be in this game without her.
Yeah, you said it right there. Wiley Wallace is the difference maker in this game, making 3 beautiful saves and some real good opportunities from Boyertown. And this game, it's coming down the second half. We knew it was going to be a nail biter coming in. These two teams split the series. Their 2 games they played. Springford 1-1, Boyertown. That was their only blemish of the season, with the hands of Springford, and now it comes down to 40 minutes of soccer and see if it can be decided here in regulation, or is it going to take extra time in order to determine a champion here tonight at Wildcat Stadium.
Yeah, definitely don't want extra time. It's pretty cold even in here in this press box. Can't imagine what our camera people are
Yeah,
going
certainly
through.
feels like old man winter sank into us tonight with this wind, and we had the rain yesterday, and that I guess they call it that cyclone bomb rolled into our area, and now we're feeling the effects with this wind. That's I'm sure the players don't mind. They're the ones out there running around and working hard. It's just the spectators. As we have some cold members of our audience wanted to join us up here in the press box to get out of the wind and stay warm.
There's Hope Flanagan putting the good pressure on, forcing out of bounds.
Yeah, Springford just needs to continue to play like they were. Again, they gave up a few chances to Boyertown. They just want to play good team soccer as they've been doing as Coover there gets the ball and tries to cross, and Flanagan's able to steer that one out. Great job there by Allison McVeigh to cut that off and is able to play it up here
Molly
to Molly Thomas on the outside, and she's unable to control it. And Boyertown, again, they look to to get out and it just be disruptive defensively and end any type of run by Spring Forward.
What were they doing?
Throw in for Springford here.
Yeah, Springford just needs to keep that same amount of intensity moving forward, keep the pressure on Boyertown as they're trying to do here. McVeigh, real solid first half, was a difference maker, kind of created some of Springford's opportunities, and she needs to just keep after it out there on that far side for Springford.
Yeah, for sure. Just got to keep putting pressure on that. That's all you can do at this point. Don't want to get too anxious and make a mistake, that's for sure. There's Caitlin Norwood to clear it out. Molly Thomas with the ball now. Springs it to Flanagan. There's Emily Higgins with the ball. Makes a good move. Crosses it. Ooh. Molly Thomas with the ball now. Ooh. Kicked out by the Boyertown player.
Yeah, real good opportunity there. Higgins was able to, cross it in there, unable to connect, but you could see the play developing. And certainly the right play and right idea, just couldn't cash in on it.
Here's Molly Thomas in front. Oof, just got caught up. Ooh.
Oh, Curry tried to step up, was unable to get there. Curry throwing me off a little bit. She was easy to identify in that first half when she was wearing her black gloves. I guess she was getting too warm, decided to take them off in this second half as
Katie Seitz falls there.
Katie Seitz is taken down from behind. Yeah, maybe we could send those gloves from Ella Curry up to our cameramen
Yeah,
up here.
I bet they'd like that.
They certainly would.
As the goalkeeper gets ready to kick the ball.
Well, this has everything you want out of a championship game. Very evenly matched so far. Number of opportunities are pretty much equal for both teams. Maybe a little bit at advantage for Boyertown. Had some real good looks.
Yeah.
But for the most part, very evenly matched play so far in this championship game.
Yeah, nice close game. This is exactly what you look for in a championship game. Can't ask for a better game.
And that will be the first corner kick of this second half. It'll be Boyertown's third corner of the game. Now, these set pieces always make you nervous. You got to match up. You look for number 22 Boyertown, Coover. You can tell she's much taller than anybody else out there, and she's been playing a terrific game down there offensively for Boyertown. You really have to match up and know where she is at all times. Number 22 for Boyertown. Great hustle there by Hope Flanagan, be able to keep that ball in bounds for Springford. As Seitz is unable to control that. Boyertown tries to get a run up the side here from number 23, and good defense here by the Springford Rams. Oh, and that ball crosses to Coover, and Coover is able to tuck it into the left side. Good cross there. Unfortunate breakdown for Springford and left her all alone right in the crease, and she knew exactly what to do with it. And Springford finds themselves down 1-0 here in the early going of the second half.
Yeah, that's just really unfortunate. I mean, that was a great center ball there, and then she just knew exactly where to put it. Just an easy tap in. Riley Wallace had no chance, no time to react. She couldn't do anything. Just very unfortunate for Springford.
Yeah, it seemed just like a breakdown. I mean, Springford's been matching up real well, not letting anybody roam free, and unfortunately there, they had that run on the outside, and Samantha Goffis was able to center that into a wide open Coover in the middle. It's hard to believe that somebody that big in the middle, that tall, can be that wide open, and just a breakdown in communication somewhere for the Rams. And now the Rams got to scratch and claw and try to come up with an equalizer here to get themselves back in the game.
Yeah, this is the part where you got to dig deep, and you just got to let that one go, and then just keep playing like you're playing, and just try and capitalize on those opportunities. Here's Molly Thomas. Good shot. Ooh, just a little high.
You can see where she was trying to go for that one right from this angle. You see a nice left-footed turnaround. She realized that she wasn't going to be able to make a move when her defender had position on her, so she just let it rip, and unfortunately you could see from here, she ripped that high and wide. Still plenty of time left for the Rams to get the equalizer. They just have to, play solid offensively. Don't give up any more chances to Boyertown. As you can see, the Springford Rams tried to step up there and was able to get that one as they're making another run to Coover again. And she scores again. Again, unfortunately, another defensive breakdown for the Rams. And boy, oh boy, early here, back-to-back goals by Coover in a short amount of time puts the Rams in a 2-0 deficit.
That was almost the same exact play as that first goal. Just that where she gets down low, draws the defender, and then she's wide open, just that easy tapping after the pass.
Yeah, that Goffis to Coover connection again, like you said, looked identical. Little bit of a misplay on the outside, created that run, and Goffis knew right where Coover would be for the second straight time, and in about 2.5 minutes, Boyertown strikes twice.
Yeah, this is not what you wanted to see coming out of into the second half for Springford. That one goes off Boyertown. Throw in for Springford. Here's Molly Thomas with the ball now. Passes it over. Trying to spring it into the middle, but can't. Molly Thomas fighting for the ball now. Ooh, collision on the sideline.
That's going to go against Springford.
It's a yellow card there.
That's a card. Yeah, you could unfortunately see that coming. She was hustling. I believe that's Higgins. She gets closer. We'll read her number there. You could see, she was just going after it hard. She's just playing hard and doing what she's going. And unfortunately, she got a significant piece of the Bears player and took a card on that. She'll have to come out. And coming in for Springford will be Mac O'Connor to replace her on that far side.
Yeah, this has not been a good start to the second half for Springford. This is definitely not what you were looking for. Give up 2 quick goals and now a yellow card. And it just seems like you're breaking down on defense.
Offsides call on Boyertown. Good job by the Rams pushing up defensively to create that offsides. As Katie Mule looks to check in for Springford here on our near side. The ref did not waiver in, so she'll have to wait till the next stoppage to come in.
Wellington tried to get it out, but she just missed the ball. Good play there.
Nice job by Wellington. Unfortunately, they always say she had a little miscue, maybe got a little bit off bounds, but she was able to collect herself and able to redeem herself and knock that ball out of bounds. Nice comeback. This will be awarded to Boyertown in the corner. Again, here, Boyertown's applying a lot of pressure here on the early going of this half. And Springford just has to weather the storm. They got to clear this one. They can't give up any more goals at this point and find them down 3-0. So this is important play for the Rams defense.
Yeah, definitely. It's headed. Riley comes out, gets it.
Good job.
Rolls it up. Katie Seitz with the ball now. And Boyertown just decides to kick it out. It's a throw-in for Springford.
Yeah, smart play there by Emma Elwell. You just want to, at this point, Boyertown's just going to try to stop any type of rush, any type of momentum that Springford gets offensively. And then we can see there, Katie Mule came back into the game, number 44 for Springford. Hopefully can maybe kickstart this offense a little bit. She'll play defense here in the back, the senior. Will get some time, and hopefully she'll be able to push up off to the offensive end and create something for Springford as well. They need it from somebody at this point, anybody. They need to get one on the board here soon.
And they got to start applying that pressure and getting those chances to score this goal here. Because you can't wait too long. Got to score soon. That ball goes out. It's a Springford throw in. There's Katie Seitz trying to get to it. She can't. Boyertown looking to clear now. McVeigh almost cut that off. Here's Boyertown coming up again. Another fast break. Tries to get it across. Riley stops it.
Good position by Wallace on that. You could see she was real calm. She knew exactly where her position is. Sometimes it's tough for a keeper to not get lost, you know, but she knew exactly where that post was. She knew exactly she had it covered. She, you know, that ball came in. She was just calm and cool and able to pick that one off. But another good run there by Boyertown, getting that ball to the outside, quick transition, and created a little bit of a scary moment for the Rams.
Good move here. Springford coming up. Looking for the give and go, just a little too far back. Gets it back, though.
Hope Flanagan, good work over there on the other side, looking to create something.
That'll be out on Boyertown. Springford ball.
Yeah, good work over there by Hope for sure. You know, she's able to, you know, make some moves. Her and McVeigh tried to get a little bit of a give and go on that side. It did work out, but Hope, relentless play, kicked it off the Boyertown player, and they'll get a corner piece, their first one of the second half.
Springford really just trying to get anything going
That's
here.
gonna be offsides.
Yep, offsides there.
You can see Boyertown really smart defensively, really pushed up far, and I think Springford might have had 3 or 4 girls offsides in that particular play, so that was whistled dead immediately.
Yeah, they were getting a little bit too excited. Saw the open field and ran a little too far ahead. Oh, shove there.
Shove there by Coover on Boyertown. You know, at this point in time, you know, number 22, who scored both goals for Boyertown, you'd like to see her maybe lose her composure a little bit,
Yeah.
and get her off her game, because she's been the difference in this second half for sure.
Yeah, she really has.
Well, a little bit of the tug there by number
Yeah.
16, Mac O'Connor. When this game's taken, you can see, I think, maybe just a little bit of frustration starting to rear its ugly head here for Springford. They just, again, you got to keep your composure. Yeah, you're down 2-0, you know, and it's a tough spot to be in. But you can't play well if your head's not in it.
Yeah. Just can't get too frustrated. You don't want to make a big mistake, something you'll regret.
Good pressure there by Katie Mule
Entering the game,
on that series for Springford.
18, Harley Sheehan.
Now entering for Boyertown, Carly Sheehan is coming in.
46, Raven Wellington.
Raven Wellington is now coming back into the game for Springford.
Again,
Whoa.
Coover's just physical at the spot.
She's getting really frustrated, arguing with the ref.
They have just a physical presence. I mean, not only is she tall, she's physical. She can play. She can run the field. And, yeah, she's just being a little bit too physical for the ref's liking at this moment.
Yeah. Ref's just trying to not let this game get too out of hand.
Yeah, and that's their job. You know, you got to call. You got to, if you see it, you got to call it. And what just happened?
I don't know.
I think they just gave a card to Hope Flanagan on that one. I don't know if she.
I'm not really sure.
I guess she didn't hear the whistle. She was just kind of charging.
I guess so.
So I'm not quite sure what happened, if it was the initial play or she said something to the ref after he made the call there. But the yellow card on Hope there, and again, the Springford Rams just need to gain their composure. And that one's going to be called against Springford, and that was on Catherine Seitz there. Looks like a little push in the back before the ball reach the Boyertown player.
Boyertown here ready for the free kick again. Wellington trying to get to it in the corner. Boyertown's there first, and they hit it off Wellington. It'll be a corner.
I think it's a
Oh, no, it's just a throw in, yeah.
That was close. Good hustle.
A little dangerous there out in front, but Springford cleared
Yeah,
it.
that ball again found Coover's foot inside the box pretty close, but she was just surrounded by a bunch of Springford Rams and had nowhere to go, and Rams were able to clear it.
Here's Wellington with the ball. Boyertown gets it away. Norwood tries to clear it. Back into the zone. Riley Wallace catches that one.
Coover with another shot there. Certainly wasn't anything powerful, but again, you just turn and shoot, get the ball on goal, and Riley Wallace is there to make an easy save.
Mac O'Connor missed that ball, and it went out of bounds there. It'll be a throw in for Boyertown. Springford kicks that one out of bounds, and it'll be another throw in. That one's out on Boyertown now. Throw in for Springford.
Yeah, Boyertown's really controlling the pace of play in this second half for sure, and they've been dare I say dominant for the most part, and just been playing incredibly solid, real smart soccer. But Springford has to find a way somehow, some way. They got to scratch and claw their way back, and maybe get one, and with the hope of tying this game in this second half, and maybe something can happen for them. A little bit of a push down from behind on sights there at much of the dismay of the Boyertown defender. So big opportunity here for Springford. Got a free kick from we're about 20 yards out, so hopefully Springford can maybe a little bit farther there, 25 yards out. But Springford has a chance.
Yeah. Here with 23 minutes left, Springford down 2-0. Free kick at about the 20-yard line. It's up. Oh! Good save by the goalie. Boyertown now coming up in transition.
Oh, nice play there by Caitlin Mule. Interrupt that rush. Because Boyertown had some numbers.
A cell phone has been found. If you have lost your cell phone, please head over to the RA.
That ball's out there on Springford. Thrown for Boyertown.
The only open concession stand.
I'm at Elwell, ready to throw it in. Katie Seitz just tries to get that one out.
She just came over and wanted to clear that one. It'll be a corner. That'll be the Boyertown's third corner kick of this second half. They're putting some serious pressure on Springford at the moment and just controlling the tempo of this game. And Boyertown, they just they're keeping it down in their end, and Springford's going to have a hard time getting themselves back in this game if they can't control the ball and get it out of their end of the field.
Riley Wallace, good catch. Good positioning.
Yeah, she was definitely in there, good position. She knows how to play that, and that was good. Unfortunately, those two goals that she left go, I mean, you can't blame her. I mean, they were just two perfect passes, and there was no hope of her to save those whatsoever. So she's kept them in this game. I mean, it could be a lot worse than this 2-0 score.
Yeah, it really could. I mean, those were bang plays. Those are the goals that you hate as a goaltender. Those are the ones that you you really can't do anything to stop.
Yeah, I mean, she's obviously a competitor. She probably feels, well, I should have had that, but there's no way from this
Yeah.
viewpoint and the passing and the placement of those shots that she was going to save those. Oh, nice ball to Allison. Allison, oh, gee. Oh, maybe rush that one to Harris. Nice little give and go from her and Hope. Allison with a shot on goal. Didn't get a lot on it, and nice save there by the Boyertown keeper.
That one goes out on Boyertown. Spring forward throw in. McVeigh has the ball now on the sideline. Makes a move. Passes it back. They give it over to Caitlin Mule, who gives it to Molly Thomas. Trying to get across midfield. Oh, 3 people going to the ground there. Riley gets the ball. Here's McVeigh with the ball.
Yeah,
Running
McVeigh,
up on
I'll
the
tell you,
sideline.
She's a good player. Good job by Springford controlling it, trying to look for space, trying to create some runs.
Oh, good.
Unfortunately, that went out of bounds over there on the far side. Couldn't see who had that ball at the very end, but just Boyertown just locks it down. They are just so solid defensively, and they make you work for every inch of that offensive zone.
They really do. It's got to be frustrating for Springford. I mean, they're starting to control the ball a little bit more, but they just can't get into the open field and get that shot. Goalkeeper ready to kick it out. Boots it up. Kaylin Norwood heads it. Here's Caitlin Mule with the ball now. Wellington with it. It'll be Boyertown ball.
Wellington tried to play that off, that she didn't kick it out, and tried to take the throw and to maybe do a little sales job with the referee, but he wasn't buying it. It's Boyertown's throw in.
Molly Thomas tries to get it out. Boyertown keeps it in. Caitlin Mule trying to get that ball.
Oh, wow.
Collision on
Good
the sideline.
physical play. Oh. And
What?
they're giving Boyertown the corner on that. Not sure how that happened. Good physical play down there. I believe that is that's Ella Curry really using her body, really physical in that one. That'll be Boyertown's 4th corner. Not sure what happened on that, but Curry definitely disagreed on that call, but it will be Boyertown's corner right here.
Ready for the corner. A little too far for Boyertown to play.
And you can see there, they look for number 22, Coover in the middle. I mean, she is just tall. And that ball is out. It'll be a goal kick for Springford, and it'll be a substitution for Boyertown.
Entering now is Emma Beidler. She's subbing in for Kaylee Mattis. Springford with the ball now at midfield.
Oh, nice ball.
Good pass there. Ooh. Just tried to get it deep, hit it off the Boyertown player. Called a foul there on Springford, Boyertown ball.
Yeah, that was called on Hope. Again, just couldn't get that ball through. I mean, Springford or Boyertown again, just so solid defensively.
That one's out on Boyertown. Spring forward throwing. Ella Curry hits that one out. It'll be a Boyertown throw-in now. Now, if you're spring forward, you got 16 minutes left. I mean, you're down by 2. You really got to start to ramp it up and put the pressure on now if you want any chance of a comeback.
Yeah, you just got to be very offensive minded, but unfortunately, Boyertown's just really controlling the pace of play, keeping the ball down at their end. There's, Springford's having trouble with their transition from defense to offense, but at some point, you got to take some risks if you're Springford. What does it matter at this point if you lose 3-0 or 2-0? A loss is a loss. You just want to try to be able to get one and then go from there. So they really have to take some more risks, no matter where they are in the field, to push it up.
Yeah, really. Katie Seitz now entering the game.
That'll be another corner for Boyertown. This will be their 5th corner of the second half alone. So you could just see the amount of pressure that Boyertown is putting on Springford today. In this second half, it's been, the first half was pretty evenly matched, and then this half has been pretty much all Boyertown. They just really have dominated this second half. Again, looking for Coover. She's able to get her head on it, but way too far out to have any impact, as Curry is able to push that one out. Springford is just trying to transition here, and you can see Boyertown just really falling back. Good hustle from the backside there by the Boyertown defender to kick that away from Springford.
Yeah, it's just really tough for Springford right now in the transitions. They can't. It seems that they can't just get it from defense to offense without it getting taken away.
Yeah, Boyertown just playing the space right now, and it just seems like Springford's doing too much chasing of the ball, and Boyertown's just in great position all over the place. You see there's an unforced error by McVeigh. Unfortunately, her and Seitz weren't on the same page. McVeigh thought she was going to carry somewhere else. Here's another run by Springford trying to cut it back in. Very good defense. And there's a shot on goal. Oof. And that was wide. A good play there by Boyertown. Solid play defensively. They did get a shot off, but good enough to where, she affected the shot, and then it was shot wide.
Boyertown now with the ball at midfield. Molly Thomas gets the steal. Ooh. Boyertown takes it right back.
Yeah, unfortunately she couldn't connect there. I mean, she was in the right position and unable to connect on her pass.
Boyertown's got it. There's Coover with the ball. You can just see her long stride as she runs. Oh,
wow.
Oh, good play by Wallace to cut off the Boyertown girl as she's down on the ground.
Ooh, man, that was nasty from
That
up here.
was-
I mean,
oh.
Wallace, man, she just came out there like she was shot out of a cannon. Incredible play by her to break up that play, and that takes an incredible amount of courage from that young lady to make that play. That's a big-time play by Wallace.
Yeah, really put her body on the line. Ooh. Just a little bit too far to the reach for McVeigh and Seitz.
Yeah, it looked like it had a little bit of potential there. I mean, you could see that it had a little bit of a seam for McVeigh. It just didn't have enough speed to catch up to that ball, a little bit too heavy. But unfortunately, I think she had to pass it a little hard so it would get by the defender, and unfortunately, McVeigh couldn't catch up to it.
Emma Elwell now coming in. Here's Caitlin Mule with the throw in for Springford. Katie Seitz with the ball. Now Hope Flanagan. They dump it deep, but the Boyertown goalkeeper's got it.
Keeper's going to make Springford come up. Good play by her, not picking it up right away. Take a couple extra ticks off the clock because, right now, the only thing that's stopping Boyertown or the clock's in their favor. I mean, you
Yeah.
know, Springford's really having trouble getting up in that zone, and every tick of the clock is going into Boyertown's favor.
Yeah, the only thing between Boyertown and the PAC championship is that clock, so they're gonna try and waste every little second to run it down. And
Yeah,
if you're
they're doing an excellent job. They're hustling all the loose balls and, you know, playing open space, and Springford's just kind of back on their heels. And, you know, unfortunately, this is going to be a real tough challenge to even get one at this point for how well Boyertown's playing.
got a throw in here. Caitlin Mule throws it in. McVeigh.
McVeigh kind of tried to kick that one back over her head, and unfortunately she popped up and got her, but Boyertown defender was pushing her back at the same time. That's probably why she misjudged that, and unfortunately went off her foot and up into her face, but she seemed to be all right.
Kick there by Caitlin Mule. Boyertown's got it.
Again, there's just they just can't connect. They just can't keep it up there to create any offensive threat whatsoever.
Yeah.
Oh, nice job by Katie on that one for sure. She tries to cross, and good hustle there by Hope, but you know, unfortunately, just can't connect.
Yeah, Springfield really hasn't had many opportunities since the first maybe 15 minutes in that first
Yeah,
half.
that's
Ever
it.
since
I mean,
then, it's really stalled. It's been all
Boyertown's
Boyertown.
played an incredible team game defensively for sure, and you know, and offensively they had those two runs that just killed Springford.
Yeah, it really just like drained the energy out of Springford. Here's Boyertown. The shot saved by Wallace.
Yeah, good work by number 23, Samantha Goffis, you know, showing off her skills, her patience to create that shot. But Wallace, again, in the right spot, is able to make the save. And she's had, you know, quite a number of saves in this game to keep it just at 2-0. Oh,
Too far right there on the shot.
yeah, Goffis had one of her offensive players streaking on the right side, and you know, all she had to do was lay it out there, but way too heavy on that one. Unfortunately for Wallace, she might have been hung out to dry on another one. There would have been no way she would have been able to save that if they had connected on that pass.
Raven Wellington now checking in for Springford. That'll be a goal kick. Riley Wallace boots it downfield.
Cooper's just everywhere.
Yeah, she really is.
Number 22 for Boyertown, just having a spectacular game. She's been everywhere for Boyertown, and only a junior. So unfortunately, Springford's going to get another season of seeing her on the soccer field.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Oh, nice move on the
Good
outside by
move.
Hope. We'll get a good cross.
Get across.
Oh. All right. I mean, that was a solid opportunity there by Hope. I guarantee you she wants that one back. You know, get that one across the goal crease and hopefully be able to, you know, be tapped home. But unfortunately, she kicked that high and wide. And, you know, you got to give it to Boyertown, too. They just haven't given Springford much space at all this second half.
Here's Boyertown with the ball. And they just kick it out.
Yeah, just smart play. Just why let Springford have the opportunity to create something? Just kick it out of play and what gets some more time off that clock because we're down under 7 minutes and 30 seconds.
Springford's got it in the corner. Trying to make something happen.
Oh, good work. Good
Good
cross.
cross. Oof. Boyertown's just there again. Every time I feel like Springford's going to make something happen, Boyertown's just there to cut it off.
There's just a lot of black shirts down here on this defensive zone, and they're just, again, they're playing solid defense, Boyertown.
Katie Seitz heads
Header.
it. Oh.
Good ball in there. Good header by Seitz. Nice play by her to be able to track that down. unfortunately couldn't get a lot on it on the redirection, and the keeper for Boyertown was in perfect position to make the save, and that was by far Springford's best scoring opportunity of this second half, and maybe even the game, for that matter. So, Boyertown dodged one there, and Boyertown's looking to increase their lead as they're breaking out here.
Uh-oh. Oh.
And there it is. We just called it, and the assist came from Coover, and Boyertown's pretty much able to put the finishing touches for the most part on Springford, barring any type of probably Pac-10 miracle at this point, being down 3-0 here in the final with just over 6 minutes to play. Nice give and go.
That was a really good play by that Boyertown player. She just stuck with it. And then Riley tried to commit and go down on the ground and commit right. She just shot it right over her. Riley was really just left out to dry there. She couldn't really do anything about it.
Yeah, Sam Devlin with the score there for Boyertown for their third goal. Again, Springford has to push up, and when they push up, they're gonna hopefully not get caught, but the likelihood of them getting caught, pushing up and getting a quick turnaround and an opportunity for Boyertown, and they were able to capitalize and pretty much make an unsurmountable lead for at this point in the game, and Springford unfortunately is going to be heading home with a pair of runner-up finishes tonight in the PAC.
It's just really unfortunate. I mean, you come here looking to get that win.
Yeah, looking to hoist 2 trophies tonight.
Yeah,
and come out with none. 2 runners-up to Boyertown in the boys' game earlier. Were able to beat the Springford Rams, and now the girls are able to duplicate that here in this second game of the doubleheader. And Boyertown, both boys and girls played real solid soccer games, and unfortunately Springford just couldn't match it. Oh, nice move, nice shot.
Oh, good save by the goalie.
Good save. That was going high. I think it had to hit crossbar all the way, but she got a piece of that, and that'll give Springford a corner. That would be their second corner of the second half, their 4th corner of the game. And I believe, was that Hope Flanagan on that shot?
Yeah, that is Hope Flanagan. She cuts it across.
Header.
Oh, just a little bit too high.
Yeah, that was a nice ball in there by Higgins. Seitz was looking for that top corner. She got a good shot off. 2 good opportunities by Seitz on headers this second half, but she's unable to, get it into the back of the net.
Here's Boyertown heading it out. Springford throw-in. Caitlin Mule throws it. Boyertown just kicks it out again. Yeah, they're really just trying to waste this clock now. Just get ready to hoist that trophy at this point.
Yeah, at this point, that's it. I mean, it's just a matter of time, unfortunately. And, at this point, if you're Springford, we watched the boys, and unfortunately, at the end of that game, of the boys' championship game with, under 2 minutes in the game, Colin Traynor went down with an injury and had to be pretty much carried off the field, couldn't put any pressure in his knee. We hope he's all right. At this point, the Springfield girls, they just want to get out of here healthy.
Yeah.
Down 3-0, you certainly don't want to get anybody injured at any point in the game, but certainly not when the game is out of reach. I know the girls are going to continue to play hard here, but you don't want to see anybody go down as Flanagan looks to left-footed cross, and the keeper is right there to make that save.
Yeah, I mean, you got to think ahead of this after this. I mean, you got districts, so you have to think like that. You have districts. You can't dwell on this game too much. And I know it's tough because you really wanted to come in here and get that win, hoist that trophy in front of the crowd, but that's just it didn't work that way. So you just got to forget it and come back out next week for districts.
Yeah, got to come out and practice hard and get to work and focus on what's in front of you, and that's districts. There's nothing you can do about this one. You got to put it behind you, and you look for your seniors to help lead the way for some of the underclassmen, and you feel for the seniors. They've been wanting this for sure. Springford last won a title in 2016, and they certainly won another one here. Unfortunately, it's not in the cards tonight, but there's some things ahead. You have districts like you said, and you got to turn to the next chapter.
Ooh,
Don't want to see that.
that might be a card.
And it's going to be.
Yep.
Yep, called it. And that might be. That's her second. Yeah, so that's a red card for Hope. So she is disqualified here with just over 2 minutes left. And she was hustling. I don't think there's anything malicious intent on that one, but certainly the right call by the official. And unfortunately, Hope's night is done here. She played a real good game, had some good crosses, had some good runs in this game, and she just has to keep her head up and battle and practice hard this coming week and be ready for districts just like the rest of her teammates.
Yeah, definitely. It's just a matter of time now, just a ticking time bomb waiting to happen.
Yeah, the moments in this game when it's decided are tough. You still want to go out there and play hard, but you also at the same time you want to play smart.
Yeah. Boyertown's keeper getting ready, just taking her time. Boots it downfield. Caitlin Mule trying to run to the ball. Boyertown hits it off Mule.
No, it's goal kick. All right,
Goal
good
kick?
hustle. Yeah, minute 30, and certainly not the outcome the Springford soccer family wanted tonight. Two losses, but this Boyertown teams, both girls and boys, are really, really good soccer teams, and Springford is as well. They could make a run in districts. They could get hot and win a few games and possibly look to qualifying for states. That's right now is the ultimate goal, and they just got to keep that in mind and stay focused and hopefully come out and play well in District 1.
Yeah, definitely. Because once you get to districts, it's a clean slate. After that, it's just you win and you keep going. You lose and you're done. So you got to forget about everything else that's happened and just focus on what's in front of you.
Yeah, because we're under a minute now, and Boyertown will get this throw in at this point. It really doesn't matter, but like you said, they just gotta keep their eyes forward, understand what the task at hand's coming up, and there's a header.
Ooh.
By Coover. She was looking for the hat trick on that one. Pretty nice play inside by Boyertown here in the closing moments of this game. And, Riley Wallace here will take this last kick for Springford. She played a nice game back there and kept this one close for a while. She did everything she could, but Boyertown just proved to be too strong.
Yep. Very unfortunate. Final 7 seconds here.
But unfortunately, Springford Rams will fall 3-0 to the Bears as time's expired, and Boyertown earns the right to celebrate. Playing a tremendous game, and Springford played them real tough there for a little bit over one half of soccer, but unfortunately came up on the short end of the stick.
Thank you all for tuning in here to this RCTV coverage of the boys and girls soccer championships. I'm Johnny here with Dave. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.